Hey everyone, my name is Sam Turpin. Currently we are at the First Christian Church in Grayville, Illinois, and I am making these videos with the intention of helping the traditional pianist transition into the contemporary world. It's a very hard transition transferring from the hymn books into more contemporary music. We go from music such as that music, every single note is written out. You know exactly where your left hand is supposed to be. You know exactly where your right hand is supposed to be. There is no deviation, no room for imagination. The notes are the notes. You play what is written. And that makes it very easy on the pianist who likes to practice because everything's written out. You know exactly what you're supposed to do. But as we transition into the more contemporary world, we learn that maybe it's not so easy. Take this contemporary song, Amazing Grace, My Chains Are Gone. Amazing Grace is not a traditional song. It is not a contemporary song, except Amazing Grace, My Chains Are Gone is a contemporary song. The only notes which are written on this is the melody. So if I was just to play the melody, here's how it would sound. Chorus. Well, that sounds very nice. You would never want to get up on a Sunday morning and just play that because it's rather boring just to play the melody line. So how do we get to the point that we know exactly where the left hand? Because if I was playing this as a contemporary song, here's how I would play it. Got that arrangement actually from this sheet right here. It's just hidden in a different way. Traditional music, like I said, the piano has every single note written out. And typically, whether we want to acknowledge this or not, the piano is kind of the lead instrument in traditional music. However, in contemporary music, the piano just sets a tonic chord for the vocalist. In contemporary music, the vocalist is the leader. They drive everything. The piano plays actually a very minimal part, which makes playing piano quite a bit easier actually. But come on over to the piano and I'll show you exactly how we get to that arrangement of Amazing Grace, My Chains Are Gone. So on a song like Amazing Grace, My Chains Are Gone, we do not read any of this type of music. We do not. Instead, we read the little letters above the music. Those are called chords. A chord is a compilation of notes. It's 3 notes or more. So this is a chord. This is a note. This is a chord. And we find what a chord is by realizing what the scale of that chord is. So, for all those music theory people, here's how we find a chords. If you don't know music theory, hang on, I'll show you how to do it anyway. Okay, so a C chord. A C chord is the first note that you play, the third note that you play, and the fifth note that you play. And you can do that. There are a lot of C's on the piano, except it's the first, third, and fifth. But if you don't know how to do any scales, hey, that's fine. Contemporary music is super simple. A lot of people are able to play it. So here's what you're going to do. You have to know what a C is. So for a C chord, you're going to count 4 half steps up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's your second note. And then you're going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3. So alright, we know what a C chord is now. So let's try to figure out what a G chord is using the non-theory technique. So here's our G. We're going to count 4 half steps up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's our second note. Now what's our third note? We're going to count up to 3. 1, 2, 3. that is our chord. So whenever the music tells us to play a C chord, we're going to first look at the piano. We're either going to do the scale or we're going to count up. So whenever the music calls for a C, we're going to play this. And whenever the music calls for a G chord, we are going to play that. You do not have to read music in order to play contemporary music. That is why most people consider contemporary music really easy. Guys, that is how you play contemporary music on the piano. Now, the hard part is figuring out what kind of rhythm to play while the rest of the band is playing or while the singer is singing. But that is all that I'm going to show you in this lesson. You now know how to find a chord on the piano, and you know the very basics on how to play contemporary music. Thank you, guys, and keep tuned. Keep tuned to our next lesson, where we will show you how to play an actual song using these techniques. Thank you, and God bless.